don't know if how many guys are aware of this, but we actually have a training site called the betterlifecoop.net. And this is the site that we use to teach people what to do, how to do, why to do it. It's a generic network marketing training site that you can plug your people into. We will eventually replicate this, and so it will be part of the replicated pages, very similar to the Extreme Savings Travel Club and iClub Biz. But on this particular site, you will learn a whole lot of the intricacies of how to build a network marketing business. And again, if you just flip through the homepage, and here's about a 10-minute video, kind of gets you the introduction of what network marketing is and how you can use our team to help you, our system to help you build a team of people. The introduction just basically introduces you to having an attitude of being part of something. The getting started step, and this is and this page here I really like, because I think what happens with most of us, if we've been in the industry for a while, again, if you're like me and you've already gone through your warm list, you're really hesitant about promoting people to contact their warm list. But the reality is, if you got somebody who's new to the industry, they have not contacted their warm list, there's a specific strategy that we can teach them to expose network marketing to their warm list without putting their relationship at risk. And again, there's about that's about a 26-minute video. This is really a good, excellent video on how to kickstart your iCB business, but basically focusing on how to help people, target their warm market. And also, in addition to that, on this particular page, you'll read down through here that you got to manage by stats. One of the things that I have experienced, most people manage by how they feel. And again, if you try to manage your business, try to build a business based upon how you feel, you will fail. So if you feel, you fail. You've got to manage on stats. Stats are something that's objective. It's not subjective. And so you got to first learn how to establish a stat, how to create a stat, and then manage by a stat. And these are some of the things we'll teach you as you start building a network marketing business affiliated with iCB, utilizing the Better Life Co-op, or what we call the BLC. One of the first things, this is something I want to cover with you real quick, and this is something most people don't even think about, but your first step in becoming successful in network marketing, you got to get your communication lines in. You have to know who to give information to, who to give information from. And this becomes really relative when you start to understand that 100% of people who are not in this industry don't have a clue what they're doing, and 95% of people who are in this industry don't have a clue. So it's really important when you first get going that you don't listen to everybody, because if you listen to everybody, you're going to get taught by people who don't know, because they've been taught by people who don't know. And there's nothing worse than not knowing, and then not knowing that you're being taught by somebody who don't know. So then you don't even know that you don't know. So step one, you got to get your comm lines in. What do you got to do? You got to find somebody that you can plug into. And once you find that person, you plug into them. That's who you give your information to. That's who you get your information from. Then the next step of actually creating a stat and being real in the industry, you have to make it known that you're in this industry. For example, let's say you're prior to getting to network marketing, let's say you're a car salesman. Everybody knows you as a car salesman. They don't know you as a network marketer. So you have to make it known that you're a network marketer with an intent to discover and uncover what's needed and wanted. And this is maybe gets a little bit more in philosophy, but you don't know what you don't know. Since you don't know what you don't know, the only way you're going to know what you don't know is you have to discover it, and then you have to uncover it. Well, when you start talking to people, when you start making it known that you're affiliated with iCB, that you're building an end user link system, all of a sudden you start to discover certain things that you need to work on. You start to uncover certain stuff that you're missing. And it's in that process of making it known that you uncover and discover. And most people, what happens when they get into network marketing, they come in from the job world where they work and get paid, and they expect that they're going to get into network marketing and they're going to do some stuff and they're going to get rich. I mean, again, if you're in the car business, you're taught that if you go off and you show the car, you test drive the car, and you present the opportunity to purchase the car. When the car sale is made, you get paid. So you work and get paid. Well, network marketing is not that way. Network marketing is a different animal. You're building a team. You're building a business organization. Your work, you don't get paid when somebody says yes. Okay. People who struggle in network marketing struggle because they treat network marketing like a direct sales program. They treat network marketing like an affiliate program. They want to work and get paid. Well, network marketing, when you expose somebody to the opportunity and you present to them the methodology of building a distribution network, building an end user link system, the minute someone says, oh yes, I'm interested in this, then the work begins. And it's the effort and the resources that you put into helping them build their business is where all your income comes in. So as you're out making it known, you'll start to uncover and discover some things that you need to work on. Maybe it's your attitude. Maybe it's your beliefs. Maybe it's your self-concept. But this step here, making it known with the intent to uncover and discover what's needed and wanted, is probably the first thing that I realized that's missing in network marketing. Nobody teaches this principle. You know what they teach you in network marketing? They teach you to make a list, contact the list, show the plan to the list, follow up with the list, and then duplicate the process. Well, you know what? Again, that's a mechanical component. Okay, that's a behavior that you're talking about. But beyond the behavior, okay, you have to have an attitude. You have to have an attitude of who do I need to be? How do I need to be able to transfer my feelings of what's going on to the prospect? How do I know how to interview the prospect to see if they're what I'm looking for? Because got to realize when they say yes, that's when the work begins. In normal business world, in the normal sales world, when someone says yes, you get paid. In network marketing, when they say yes, you go to work. You make your money in network marketing based upon what you do with someone after they say yes. So you will first sow before you reap. Okay, and again, if you get a chance to read Emerson's Laws of Compensation, and really start to understand what he's teaching in his sermon. Okay, the next thing it says, then you got to prepare to deliver that which you discovered. You're going to find out as you are making it known that you're in network marketing, that you're an outlet organizer for an end user link system, and all of a sudden you start to realize I need to work a little bit more on this. This is what I need to work on. Everybody's going to be different. See, people want to get into network marketing. They want to be told what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and why to do it, and they'll go do it and they'll get paid. Well, that's job thinking. Okay, network marketing is entrepreneurial. And it's not a W-2. You're not working a position within a company. You're actually creating the position of your own business. You're an independent business owner discovering what's needed that you need to work on. And so as you start going off and you make it known, then you start to, I need to work on this. I need to work on this. You're going to find out most of what you need to work on is on attitude. It's on behavior. It's on your self-esteem. It's on your self-concepts. Okay, and again, this is something you'll realize. You always act in a manner that's consistent with how you see yourself conceptually. So therefore, if you see yourself as a person who always fails, you're always going to fail. So when you make it known in network marketing that you're an outlet organizer for an end user link system, you're hooked up with iCB, and all of a sudden you start to realize, oh gosh, I'm having too much rejection. Well, what is needed and wanted not to get this rejection? What is needed and wanted? Well, maybe you need to put on some thicker skin. Maybe you need to get yourself some rhino skin. Okay, and all of a sudden you start to realize maybe I need to read more books by by entrepreneurial-minded people. Maybe read more books by people who suffered and suffered and suffered and suffered and then won. And then all of a sudden you start to read these positive thinking books. You start to hang with people who think positive. You start listening to positive audios. You start watching positive videos. You start putting on that skin. Maybe that's what you need to. Maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe that's what you discovered in the process of making it known. Okay, so that third step is you got to prepare to deliver that which you discovered. This is where all the work is. Okay, when you get your comm lines in, you know who to give information from, who to give information to. Then the next step is I got to make it known that I'm in network marketing. I'm an outlet organizer for an end user link system, and you uncover what's needed and wanted, and then that process of uncovering what's needed and wanted. Step 3 is you got to prepare to deliver. This is where all the work. You've got to figure what you need to do. And what you realize, what I need to do is not the same thing that you need to do. What you need to do is not the same thing the next person needs to do. Everybody's need to do is different. You have to discover this. The reason the power is in network marketing is because you uncover what you need to do to make your business real for you. And then after you prepare to deliver, then the next step is you produce the result. You just go to work, you go to work, you go to work, you go to work, you hit it, 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 and all of a sudden the pathway is exposed to you. I remember back in, maybe 20, 30 years ago, I don't remember when it was, but the Indiana Jones movie where, his dad was dying, he had to get some chalice or something, and he had this big, this big void that he had to walk over to get this chalice. And Indiana Jones, there's no way he could get the chalice to save his dad. But he took a step in faith, and the minute he took a step in faith, then the pathway to get that chalice was exposed to him. Here's what you realize, okay? The minute you know what you need to do, okay, you'll take a step in faith, and when the step in faith happens, then the pathway comes. Until you take the step in faith, the pathway doesn't exist. And again, in the normal world, in the W-2 world, and compared to the entrepreneurial world, there is no faith. Okay, in other words, if you work with a company, you say, "Hey, I work 40 hours a week. What are you going to pay me for?" Now, if you work for a company for 40 hours a week and instead they're going to pay you for 20, you say, "I'm not working. I'm not going to work because you're only going to pay me for 20. I'm not going to work 40 and get paid for 20." When you're self-employed, here's what happens: you'll work 40. Okay, and you might not get paid anything in that first 40, but why are you working that first 40? You're working that first 40 so you can uncover and discover what's needed and wanted. Then you work another 40. Why you work the next 40? Well, maybe you still don't know what you need and want, but you're still willing to work 40 to uncover and discover. All of a sudden, maybe the next 40 work, all of a sudden you start to realize, hey, this is what I need to work on. This is what I need to do. And then the next 40, you start working on what you need to work on. You start working on just, taking care of what you discovered and uncovered. And then all of a sudden, maybe the fifth, 40th hour you put in, you actually produce a result. All of a sudden, you have something. So you're going to work, and then finally get a little check. Now, if you don't have a big dream, you won't do it. Here's why most people never make any money in network marketing, because they come into network marketing thinking like a W-2er. Nobody ever taught them to think like an entrepreneur. If you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to live the life of an entrepreneur, if you want to have a 10, 15,000 square foot home, if you want to have the dreams of your life, okay, you're not going to get the dreams of your life. You're not going to have all the desires that you want unless you're willing to work first. Okay, so hopefully you guys can catch the 4 steps. Get your comm lines in. Make it known with an intent to discover and uncover what's needed and wanted. And then you got to prepare to deliver, which you discovered, and then produce a result. Now, where is all the pressure on these 4 steps? The pressure on these 4 steps are on you. Here's what I get a kick out of. I get all these people get into network marketing and say, "Oh yeah, I tried this company, it didn't work. Tried this company, it didn't work. Tried this company, it didn't work." Well, all these companies go, they're just, something's wrong with these companies. No. If you're not succeeding, okay, where in these 4 steps does it blame anything on the company? Who's the responsible one for success in your life? Is it your boss? Now, if you got a job, I could maybe see it's your boss. But if you're in business for yourself, you've got to take the responsibility. It's your business. You've got, again, and I've got a broadcast I'm doing tomorrow night with a group that just got involved from Detroit and Cleveland. And they say, "Hey, we've been in the industry for 20 years. Nobody ever told us these truths." Here's what he said. Both the leaders said, here's what we've been told. We've been told that, basically go off and do the same thing we've done before, just keep doing the same thing. You just had the wrong company. You know what? The company does not make any difference, because once you learn how to build a team of entrepreneurs, that team stays with you. That you can become successful with any company. The company has nothing to do with your success. Your success would be dependent upon how well you can teach your organization to get their comm lines in, to make it known with an intent to discover and uncover and discover, and then to prepare to deliver, and then produce a result. And put the pressure, put the burden on the person to produce. Guys, I mean, look at this. We're building a Super Bowl team. If we're going to win the Super Bowl, are we going to win the Super Bowl with a bunch of fat guys that can't run a 40 faster than 6 seconds? No. What's the first thing we would do? We would look for the fastest people. We'd look for the strongest people. We'd look for the people with the most dedication and determination. We would look for people that can produce a result. Once you, again, it gets back to math with this whole thing. And again, I'm going to bring up stop the screen share for 1 second. Cool. Guys, here's why I love this industry. I don't nurse nobody. God didn't equip me to nurse. I don't burp nobody. I get paid too much to babysit. I go off, I sift, I sort, and I basically interview people to see if they're what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a whiner. When somebody comes up to me and says, "Oh, I've tried all these things that didn't work," okay, I understand that, because maybe nobody's told you the truth before. But if I tell you the truth, and the truth is your lack of success was not dependent upon your upline. Your lack of success was not dependent upon the company. Your lack of success was dependent upon your knowledge of what to do. Did you know that first thing you need to do is get your comm lines in? That the first thing you need to do is you need to find out who in your upline, who in your line of sponsorship has a dream and a heart that they can't get doing what they're doing, who's willing to do more than what they're willing to do right now to get it, and they're willing to pay the price, and they'd never, ever, 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 ever quit. Did you know that? Did you know that? You got to first thing is get your comm lines in. Your comm line is not your sponsor. Your comm line is somebody who never, ever, 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 ever quits. And a guy that called me this afternoon, and he wanted to know how things were doing. I say, yeah, things are doing really, really good. Now, how's everything with you? Well, he's been in 4 or 5 different companies, blah, 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 blah. And he just want to know, maybe getting active, with iClub again. I said, let me be totally honest with you. Not sure I want you. Not sure. Because let me tell you what happens. You got W-2 thinking. You're a W-2er. You're not an entrepreneur. You're looking to go off and work and get paid. You weren't interested in building an organization. You were interested in getting people in and have them, basically get you rich. So unless you're willing to change your thought process, I don't know if I want you back in. And he goes, well, he said, but nothing else I've done seemed to work. I said, well, if you have that same attitude with what I do, it still won't work for you. Here's what I do. I interview people. Okay. I'm saying, are you what I'm looking for? And here's my question when I find somebody. I say, hey, do you got a dream in your heart that you can't get doing what you're doing? And I got this one lady. She says, well, the dreams are kind of fluff. They're all fluffy. Everybody says dreams. I said, well, listen, there's a difference between a hope and a dream. Okay. A hope is something you just hope you get. A dream is something you cultivate. A dream is something you nurture. A dream is something you visualize, you affirm, and you take a step in faith towards it until it becomes a burning desire you can't live without. That's a dream. So you've never had a dream before. You just had all these stupid little hopes. Okay. But if you got a dream in your heart, you cannot get doing what you're doing. And would you be willing to partner with me to help you get it? If what I asked you to do was this, to spend $25 a month on something and partner with me to go find 5 people to get a dream they can't get who'd be willing to spend $25 a month. That's what I do. And everybody that I ask that question to, none of them ask me what the product is. None. You know what they say? Man, if I could get my, I hate my job. I hate it. The people are good. I mean, but I work 60 hours a week. I get paid for 40. They're always telling me there's, 2 other people looking to get my job. So the pressure's always on to produce, so even with vacations, I'm still checking email. I'm still working. I would love to make enough money to get rid of my stupid job. I said, my question is, would you be willing to spend $25 a month on a product and partner with me to find 5 people that got a dream in their heart that they can't get doing what they're doing? And guess what? If they can't say yes to that question, they're not for me. And if they say yes to that question, I set them up on a $25 a month purchase, period. And then we go to work to find 5. We have to find 5. And this is what something most people don't think about. Just because somebody says yes doesn't mean they are a yes now. You're going to find out that, but if you find 20 people that say, yes, I'm your person, you'll probably find 5 that mean, yes, I want to do it now. You'll probably find 5 say, oh, yes, I want to do it a little bit later. You'll find yes, say 5, oh, yes, I want to do it, but, but they got to watch for a while. And you're going to find 5 that say yes, but they never do. So if you want to find 5, you're probably going to go out and find 20. And here's what you're going to find out. Out of those 20 you find, you'll probably find about 10 of them that will probably do $12.50 a month. Now, here's why they'll do $12.50 a month, because they're not stupid. They realize they'll be able to accumulate all the business fine through the binary. They'll be able to max the payout through the 7-level union level, and they'll be able to make up to $12,000 a week on the binary if they do $12.50 a month. So the 10 who are, we call them the buyers, they'll do $12.50 a month. How much time do I spend with the buyer? None. I only spend my time with the producers, the 5 people who get their comm lines in, who make it known with an intent to discover and uncover what's needed and wanted, who then prepare to deliver, who then produce a stat. They actually do something. See, here's what I do. I let people prove to me they're a producer, okay? I let them prove it to me. Go off and make it known. Make some mistakes. Go off and do some advertising. Go off and contact with an intent to sort. Let's just see what happens. Tell me what you need to work on. If your comm lines are in, the person you're getting information from is giving you information that can help you. And here's what happens if you don't get your comm lines in. Who are you getting your information from? You're getting your information from people, yourself, who's got you to where you're at, which you're not happy with. So one of the first things I try to tell guys, stop listening to yourself. If you listen to you, you keep producing what you got. And what you got ain't what you want. Get your comm lines in, make it known with an intent to discover and uncover what's needed and wanted, and then prepare to deliver, which is needed and wanted, and produce a stat. And when you produce a stat, here's what your stat is. A stat is another person who's got a dream in their heart that they can't get, who's willing to do more than what they're doing right now to get it, who's willing to get their comm lines in, who's willing to make it known with an intent to discover and uncover, who's willing to go ahead and produce what's needed and wanted so they can produce a stat. That's what you're looking for. That's how you drive depth. This is, see, I don't worry about money. Money will come as you build the team. If you get your right attitude, you got the right beliefs, you got the right self-image, there's no stopping you. You can change your life and you can change other people's lives. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and close this thing down.